So I wanted to put together a little compilation gadget video. A few things have shown up here at the studio. These ones all happen to be kind of small, kind of tiny, and one of them actually happens to be quite timely as well, which is the reason I've got that one down on the bottom. So let's go ahead and just jump into it and check out some unusual or cool tiny little gadgets. This one is from a company called Stat Gear. They're the guys I teamed up with to make this little knife, actually. This is the Unbox Therapy unboxing knife. But then, when the whole situation hit with the pandemic and so forth, they went into gear, Stat Gear, put it in gear. I mean, you're looking at that thinking, what is this gadget? What exactly am I looking at? Well, it kind of makes sense for a company that is a pocket knife company to be able to quickly change their production into something like this little gadget. This is made of brass, I believe, and it's something called the Hygiene Hand, and I have the website open here. Hygiene Hand antimicrobial brass EDC door opener and stylus. They have raised $655,000 Canadian. I don't know what that is in USD at the moment. It's a lot more than their goal was, and the aim of this device, the purpose of this device, is to allow you to touch things. You put this on your keychain and you can touch things, sign things, enter your code on pin pads, elevator door. You can even open some handles. That's what the little piece on the end here is for, is to be able to grip a handle. This little extension leash, which can sit on your waist. This can go on your belt loop, so you don't lose it if you don't want to put it with your keys in your pocket. You think it's too big. Now, the reason it's made out of brass is because brass is antimicrobial, so it's not going to pick up the germs on whatever you touch, and it lets you keep your hand from touching those germs. It's a really simple little gadget, but super timely, which is probably the reason they've been able to raise so much money. So if you have to go out and still be in public, pressing things, opening doors, tapping things, and so forth, to get one of these, they have a few of them left. They are making them in the USA as well. Obviously, that's a hot topic at the moment. There's even a US flag actually on the little key back. It's amazing how sometimes the simplest solutions, you look at it and think to yourself, yeah, of course. This is immediately a way of touching far fewer surfaces than you already do. It's called the Hygiene Hand. Next up, I have a little speaker. This is called Pizzi, Sound Beyond Size. Now, I have looked at these types of speakers in the past. Sometimes I'm surprised, sometimes I'm not too happy. This one claims to be the one I've always been looking for. Well, that's what they say on the box. Sound Beyond Size, PZ 4700. And what do they say on the website? They say you can get it on Amazon. Okay, that's cool. Super small speaker, immense listening experience. Think you've heard everything? You're in for a huge surprise. Super small speaker with sound that will leave you dazzled and astounded. My goodness. All right, it looks tiny in that picture. It looks tiny right here. I don't know. I can't promise that I'll be dazzled. This is the black version. I'm looking at the side of the package there. It looks like it comes in a couple of different colors. Black, or a few to be more precise. Black, silver, and red. Small body, big voice. True wireless stereo, so I suppose you could pair more than one of these, and remote shutter for taking photos. It is 57.6 grams. Where is that unboxing knife? Here we go. Up to 4 hours of playback time, 2 hours to recharge. Yeah, that's small. That's very small. I think, man, I'm going back now in unbox therapy years here. I'm trying to remember the world's smallest Bluetooth speaker. It was roughly this size, but didn't have the same substance to it. This one is feeling more sturdy, more robust. I'm happy about that so far. Maybe that's how you get your sound. I don't think it's plastic. No, it's cool to the touch. I think it's made out of metal. That's good. Aluminum, probably. Micro USB down on the bottom to charge it up with a little flap to cover it for water resistance. And that's pretty much it. That's what you're gonna need. A little wrist strap for it in case you wanna wear it around your wrist. I probably wouldn't do that myself, but hey, you know, do what you gotta do. Tiny little micro USB cable and a carrying pouch, a velvety carrying pouch. Yes, you heard the little indicator. You know, the problem with these tiny little Bluetooth speakers is the fact that smartphone speakers have gotten so much better in recent years that even a slim improvement might not be worth carrying the thing around. Whereas in the past, smartphone speakers were terrible, and so you had a purpose for such a portable Bluetooth speaker. And we'll go just right to this. And then we'll go back to Bluetooth real quick. Yeah, look. You saw my facial expression. I'm wincing, squinting. Yeah, it sounds a little bit better. It's got some bass in it compared to your phone, but man, I don't think so. I don't think it's good enough to justify carrying it around exclusively in your pocket. The construction is really nice compared to some of the other world's smallest mini little Bluetooth speakers I've seen in the past, but if you have a half-decent smartphone speaker, it's gonna be tough to justify the cost of this. Although, what is the cost of this? 40 bucks. So, I mean, it's a pretty little thing. If you got an absolutely terrible speaker on your smartphone and you need to upgrade it, or I don't know, what other device would you need something like this for? Maybe... All right, next up we have this little gadget. It's from a company called Fuse. The company is called Fuse. Of course, I had the website up. I should have remembered. This is a cheap little adapter attachment type of thing. It's 12 bucks right now on their website. It's on sale. I don't know how much it is on Amazon, but it's 12 bucks on their website. These guys make these cool little accessories, a lot for your cables and power supplies and things like that, to kind of just make the experience of living with them a little bit more organized. This one is meant to attach to a laptop power brick. It will work really with anything as long as your charger is bigger than this attachment and it's in the shape of a square or something like a square that this can then attach to. The way it works is that this thing sticks to the backside of your charger and then it pops out, allowing it to house your entire cable that you would normally wind up near the charger. A simple little gadget, a simple little sidekick. That's what it looks like. It's kind of like a pop socket for your power charger. That's kind of the way it goes for your power cable. I have a power adapter here. This one is an 87 watt MacBook power adapter, but like I said, anything that this could fit on, so anything smaller than this would work. Even if the power brick was a little smaller than this, it would still operate as long as it was small enough to fit the sticky portion. Lift off the adhesive here, and I mean, in an ideal scenario, you'd wipe this with some alcohol or something to make sure it's gonna stick on there. By the way, they also make it in black, so if you don't have an Apple power adapter that you're connecting it to, you could pick up the black one, so maybe it matches a little bit better. That's what it looks like when it's folded down. Now, if you pop it up, that's what happens, as you can see. So now you end up with this section on the inside that you're going to wrap your cable in. If we pop this out, we come around like so. We spin a few times. Now this is a fairly long Type-C cable, so you could use this with a shorter one. You could use this with a phone charger if you wanted, but wait a sec, it's not gonna fold down. I see, okay, so the cable goes up through. This is kind of nice, I don't mind that. Look at that. It gives you a nice little spot. It's always the worst part, is trying to figure out what you do at the very end of your wrap. What do? You tuck it under? No, there's a nice little section for it to clip into over there. That's what you look like when you're traveling. Okay, that's your nice little package. And then when you get to your destination, you plug in. Depending on where the plug is, you can leave some of it wrapped up. So if you're at the coffee shop, well, once you're done having to use this guy because the world is back to some sense of normalcy. The last one is another power gadget, and you guys know I am always interested in the ultimate charger, something like this. I have featured many of them on the channel in the past. This one, though, it just broke some records for me. This is, again, fast charger, but it's a 120 watt mini quick charger. So of course I've seen 60 watt, 65, I've had those on the show. I've even seen an 85. 120 though, now all of a sudden this thing can charge anything, really anything that I have. Nothing requires more than 120 watts. So even the bigger laptops could get their juice off of this. 3-port output, quick charge indicator light, 90-degree foldable plug head, GAN plus SiC tech. So that's the big component that allows these things to be this small and still output that kind of juice on there. Okay. Ooh, fancy packaging. I think this was a Kickstarter as well. I should probably find out real quick. World's first 120 watt GAN USB-C charger. The ultimate small and powerful charger. 120 watt quick charge to 3 devices. Supports all fast charging protocols, built-in foldable prongs, and safeguards. They say it's card sized. I can tell it's going to be a bit fatter than that. It's got a USB-A. I mean, it looks, yeah, small yet mighty. This is kind of what I want. The one charger to rule them all. One charger in the bag. It's all very exciting. So anyways, let's crack it out of the package here. So I got the white one. The one in their video there was black. It's heavier than a card, obviously, but it's about this is nice. I'm into this. So flip down prongs on the front. On this side, type C1 out, type C2 out, and then USB-A out. Oh, 120 watts across the whole deal, but 100 watts per port. Like I said, one charger to rule them all. This can do your smartphone. It can do your laptop. It does have a little bit more weight to it, but I can give you a quick comparison. But the way to think about this is this extra port down here on the bottom, capable of 30 watts. So that means essentially this is inside of here along with your laptop chargers. These two inside of there. This thing has as much power as both of these. Let's attempt to do a laptop as well as quick charge the OnePlus 8 Pro. Laptop, moment of truth. Look at this whole rig. Look at this whole setup. We'll see if we get the chime out of it. Yes, all right, so that's charging. OnePlus 8 Pro, and we chuck that into the adapter as well. And over there, we're charging rapidly as well. Rapidly on the phone, enough power for the laptop, 120 watts in the brick. I know I get excited about weird things. I've already come clean on that. I've told you that in the past. I like the idea of efficiency and the fact that you can have one power brick in your bag instead of multiple power bricks, particularly when that one power brick can fast charge all your stuff. A few different price points. Let me know what your favorite gadget of the bunch was. That's a little combo video for you on a Tuesday, all right?